When you look back to '08, at least the thing that I think about and a lot of fans think about is that big shot you hit against Spain, the three,
the shush three.
And you've kind of made a career out of making and taking big shots and developed a reputation to do that. But what is it about just the last few seconds of a game on the line that just kind of brings the best out of you?
Well, you just gotta have the fearlessness to really take those shots. Because you miss those shots, then you have to deal with the criticism. You have to deal with
us talking about it, right?
Right. So and a lot of times, a lot of people kind of get a little apprehensive about taking those shots because of that.
Right when we mentioned it, seemed like you started smiling already just thinking about the word.
Yeah. Well, it's always been a myth to me as to why certain people don't really like those situations because of the pressure. Because we've all lost games before. So it's not like by you missing that shot, you're about to face something that you will never face again or haven't faced in the past. You know what I mean? We've all come up short at one time or another. So you just gotta kind of let it all hang out and trust your skills and trust the work that you've put in.
Going back to the '08 team, that team was kind of branded as the redeemed team after not the greatest showing in the world for the United States in 2004.
Yeah.
There's a recent documentary about the 1992 Dream Team. I'm not sure if you saw it or not.
I didn't get a chance to see it. No, I heard good things about it though.
So I think I might already know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. The Redeem Team versus the '92 Dream Team. Who comes out on top?
Well, it's tough for me to say that we would come out on top because of the legends that they had on that team. But I believe we would win just for the standpoint that the '92 Dream Team, those guys' careers were pretty much established. And you had Clyde Drexler, who was towards the end of his prime, but still kind of playing extremely well. Michael, who was just starting. Bird, who was at the end. Magic, who had just won 5 championships, and that was pretty much the end for him. And you had Charles and then the other Ewing and Robinson. But for us, most of our guys are still kind of evolving, and LeBron's right in the middle of his prime. KD is just starting. So, it's a different dynamic with our group. Those guys are pretty much established as being legends, and our team is still kind of evolving.
Kevin mentioned that documentary. One of the fun things I thought was Larry Bird and Patrick Ewing became great friends, which I think Charles Barkley said that's kind of the most awkward pairing he's seen.
It is very odd.
Where the guys that you see maybe once or twice a year, especially if they're in the Eastern Conference, but all of a sudden now they're your teammates, and I think in '08 you've even mentioned that you developed some really strong relationships with these guys because you just never got to know them.
Yeah, because you don't have the time to.
Right.
Everybody's constantly doing a million different things during the season, and off the season it's even more so because you have so many commitments from sponsors and things like that. So, during that season, like Carmelo Anthony and I became extremely close just because of our personalities.
I think you became his PR guy also.
That was my guy, man. That's my guy.
Taking care of it.
That's my guy. And I know he went through a very tough time when he was in Denver, and he needed somebody to kind of go to bat for him and stand up for him. And that's what friends do.